Hey everybody, it's Hardy's Forever here, and I probably sound a lot clearer than usual. It's because I have a new microphone. I was gonna debut this in the next episode, episode 10, because, well, that's when I got it, is after I recorded this one, but this is post-commentary, because, my god, I don't know exactly what was happening with the microphone back then, but it sounded a lot worse than it normally did. So, like it was picking up a lot of crap from around elsewhere and stuff. It just wasn't a very good time. So in this episode, we went through the rest of Elix Forest. It didn't take very long at all. It was just like a few minutes, random encounters and stuff. There wasn't a big deal. There wasn't anything big here that happened. Just walking through the Elix Forest. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the series. It's been a lot of fun to do. I just like nuzlocking Pokemon games. I don't know. I might stop Let's Playing Pokemon and start just nuzlocking it if I ever do Pokemon games. Which I do a lot of Pokemon games. So there you go. But like I think I'm not gonna do just a base vanilla Let's Play of a Pokemon game ever again, solely because, as I said before, it's just not as fun as straight up as nuzlocking it. Because straight up playing the game, there's like a lot less of a challenge. I only ever just regularly play Pokemon on my first playthrough. Like, I played Pokemon X when it came out. I caught as many Pokemon as I could going throughout the game. I beat all the gym leaders. I had a team of 6 that I had set out basically from the beginning, like, this is what I want on my team, and then that was kind of it. It was just like, that's how I play the game, and it was Pokemon. It was fun. It was the first experience with the game, so it was a thing. It was my first playthrough of that game, so I was having a lot of fun with it, and that's how I had fun with it the first time. That was Skype. But it's just like, after that, I've played Pokemon before. I've played Pokemon plenty of times. How do you keep it interesting playthrough after playthrough after playthrough? And the answer to that is I nuzlocke the games. I challenge it. I challenge myself with it. I do challenge runs like Nuzlocks. I was gonna do a wedlock of a game coming up, which is an invention of Maryland's. I'm pretty sure you've heard of that one. Skype again. But like I've been trying to come up with my own version. Dookie Shed just invented this Rocket Lock thing. The Team Rocket Challenge in general is something that's piqued my interest. So I mean, like, I want to do all that stuff as well, and that sounds like a lot of fun to do for the channel for you guys. And I'll probably end up doing a lot of that. I'm sorry if I'm not exactly reacting to the Pokemon battles. Again, this is post-com. I know if there's anything that I need to react to, like a shiny shows up or something like that, or a Pokemon dies, I will cut back to the original reaction. But, so that, you at least have that, because I did have it. It just sounded really bad. Like, this probably doesn't even sound that good, because it were, like, all that great, because, I don't have an optimal recording setup. I just have a better microphone. Like, the Snowball here that I got is great. It's really crisp. It's clear. You got everything like as you need it. But I don't even have a desk. I'm not even working at a desk right now. That's how crappy this is. I mean, like, you guys already knew I wasn't on my own computer. I haven't had my own computer for a while. Otherwise, I would be finishing up Forum Fantasy. I'd be doing countdowns. I'd be doing all the other things I had planned. Right now I'm still on my mom's danky old laptop, which I'm glad I'm able to do something like this even. Surprise the hell out of me. But like God, where was I even going with that? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, I'm not working at a desk. I'm basically finding wherever I can, when the house is as empty as I can get it, to just sit back and hang around and not really, and like be able to find a place where I can be alone so I can record this stuff. And it's basically wherever I'll. Right now, for example, I'm sitting on my own bed because I have nowhere else. I don't have a desk. I don't have a table. I don't have like anything like that because there are other people in the house, and that's just how it goes. Sometimes it sucks, but what are you gonna do? So you might notice I'm playing at nighttime here. I would like to say that's on purpose. It's just because of my really screwed up sleep schedule. I don't have a lot of time in the daytime because I'll be working, and I'll come home and it's already nighttime. I've also got like even on my days off, it'll be like in the daytime, and I'll wake up and then, oh, what do you know? It's like 6 o'clock because a couple hours had passed and I wasn't paying attention because I woke up at 3. Which is weird because you think working I would have fixed my sleep schedule, but it's screwed it up a lot more than usual. So as much as I want to say it's on purpose because you get to fight a policeman, you don't get to fight the policeman in the daytime. You only get to fight him at nighttime. As much as I want to say it's on purpose, that's just an added bonus, I guess. Or maybe not, depending on how you think of it. Probably not, to be honest. It's not really a bonus. It's more of a, crap, I forgot I had to do this thing. Yeah. So I should, another thing I should explain. Sorry for rambling on and on and on and on. Post-commentary isn't very interesting. But, another thing I should probably explain is how I determine egg encounters, because this is another route. This is the daycare route. This is where I'm going to be taking the odd egg, and it's going to hatch into one of, oh god, it's like Elekid, Magby, Smoochum, Tyrogue, Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff. I think that's it. I think it's 8. I think that's who it is. That's all it could hatch into. I'm hoping it hatches into an Elekid, to be honest. That's what I'm thinking. Electabuzz is pretty sweet. I would like to have that. But that's going to be what I'm getting for the encounter. So I'm counting the encounter as soon as I get the egg. Like, when I get the egg, that's it. If I encounter anything before I get the egg, I can't get the egg. But as soon as I get the egg, I've got my encounter. It doesn't have to hatch yet. So when I got the egg in Violet City, as soon as I got that egg, I couldn't go back and trade chimes for the Onyx that you get there, Rocky. You can get an Onyx as part of an in-game trade there. But I can't do that because I got the Togepi egg, which is required to progress with the story, I think, anyway. So there you go. It's a bit later than usual right now while I'm doing the post-com, to be honest. So if you can hear me yawning, I apologize. But, yeah. And, so this guy says he got his Pokemon back from the daycare, and, he's only got one Pokemon, so he couldn't really send it to the daycare in the first place, because it wouldn't let, they force you to have a Pokemon in the party. Not only that, but it's Snubble. I remember some things about what I said in the original video, and this is another thing I said, is that Snubble does not look like a fairy type. Granbull does not look like a fairy type. In fact, they probably wouldn't be fairy types at all if it weren't for the fact that they were named the fairy Pokemon. Snubble is the fairy Pokemon, and Granbull is the fairy Pokemon. And if they weren't that, then they wouldn't be fairies, I don't think. Of course, I might be wrong. There might be some sort of mythological connection or something like that that goes into all the Pokemon designs that I'm just not thinking of in terms of Snubble and Granbull. But, like, seriously, do you, like, if you were looking at Snubble and Granbull just randomly, do you think, man, that looks like a fairy? Or do you think, that looks like an ugly dog? Because God, Snubble is ugly. Like, I'm not even gonna mince words here. Snubble is an ugly Pokemon. There aren't too many Pokemon where I can look at it and say, that is an ugly Pokemon. Snubble is one of them. Magmar is another. That's just two off the top of my head. I can't really think of too many, as I said. But, man, I can't even think of words to say. I wish I had someone else here to converse with to make this more interesting, but I'm on my own because it's late at night. And it's postcom. Sorry again, I have to keep apologizing for that. I honestly don't really know what else to talk about. I guess I'll stop talking for a bit. Maybe you can listen to a song or two. So here, I'll play something for you, real nice. Here, you might like it. Yeah, okay, I really like that song. So, yeah, so things happened while we were listening to that, I guess. I went to the daycare center, I got the egg, that was my encounter. The hoot hoot was not, because I had the egg. And that is how I count that. If you don't agree with that, then too bad, I guess. Because that's how that's how I'm doing it. This is my Nuzlocke. And that's how I'm going about it. As for what I did at the daycare center, I couldn't get the egg right away because my party was full. So I deposited Skulton. I took out Rick and put him with the daycare lady. And the reason I did that is because Whitney and her Miltank are the next gym. So having a ghost type would be really helpful with that. Because normal doesn't affect ghost doesn't affect normal, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. So I just wanted to put Rick there because gain some levels, maybe he'll end up being pretty useful in that gym. I don't know for certain, but you got to take any chance possible. So if it turns out that I don't need Rick, then it turns out that I don't need Rick. If it turns out that I do need Rick, then it turns out that I do need Rick. But I'll figure that out as I'm going through the gym trainers, and then I'll go see that. But yeah, that'll be probably happening next episode. And Liz is calling me again to talk about her Nidoran. It's like I'm about to check here, but I don't have anyone else recorded aside from the mom and everyone else. Nobody else counts for, like, just the story progression people. Professor Elm, Mom, and I got Liz as well. And so that's why she keeps calling me. It's because no one else can. So I'm about to fight this this guy, the policeman. You might want to see this. Just figured I'd give some love to that because it's not something you hear very often, but it's also a remix of a song from the first generation, which again you don't normally hear until much later in the game. Oh, I made a bad choice. I made a bad choice. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting his Growlithe to be so strong. Okay, out. Hoopa. Oh my god, I need Hoopa, and if Hoopa starts looking like she's not gonna do too well, I gotta put in the Fedora. Oh god! No!
Oh god, I made a really bad choice. That's ridiculous! Oh, get gone. Holy crap. Oh my god, no way. That's ridiculous!
Yeah, that happened. That wasn't a good thing. Um, so yeah, you thought this was gonna be the boring post-commentary episode, but no! No, things happened, and, it was sad. Oh, God. It's a sad time. Yeah, you never like losing a Pokemon. I actually really like Wooper. Not even like just in general, but I really liked Hoopa. It was working out really well for me. I was having a lot of fun. That's what the game's about, right? But it was good. We were having all the good times, and like I don't know what I could have done in that fight any different. I send out Hoopa thinking water type has the advantage over the fire type. I wasn't expecting it to use bite, and the crit just took it down immediately. I don't know what else I could have done. I mean, switching into Fedora wouldn't have helped because it was a crit bite and bite special, so it might have taken out Fedora too. It I don't know. It would definitely have taken out Yoice. I mean, I'm glad she's alive, but I don't know. I think someone was gonna die regardless. I didn't realize that he was gonna have such a strong Pokemon. I didn't even think it was gonna be Growlithe at all. But then for it to be level 17, that's higher level than Camelth's Croconaw. His Croconaw was only level 16. This Psyduck here, normally when you have only one Pokemon, it's a lot stronger than the people who have 2 or 3. This Psyduck's only level 14, not level 17. So, yeah, I don't think there was any way I could have predicted that without looking up a guide beforehand. And I don't want to do that. That kind of takes the fun out of it, I think. So, I don't know. I don't know what I could have done. But, yeah, that's 3 deaths now. I can say I don't know what I could have done for. Like, so am I. Not fight Hiker Anthony? I mean, that's really all I can think of. Who else? Acorn. Oh, man. That was just a really strong Rattata. I mean, again, I don't know what else I could have done. I mean, Fedora might have won the day there. If I could have switched to Fedora, then maybe everything would have been fine. I don't know. That time, this time with Hoopa for sure, looking back on it, I definitely don't know anything else I could have done to save all of my Pokemon. I could have probably saved Hoopa, but then who would it be instead? Doge? It's just, that's not so good. But, Goldenrod City is where we're going to be ending the episode. Next time on the Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke, we're going to be hopefully not losing anyone, but there's an Eevee we're going to pick up. That's my stomach. There's an Eevee we're going to be picking up. There's some other stops along the way, I think, in here, in the city. But and we might fight the gym, depending. But thank you guys for watching. Sorry this was post-com, but that's how it is. Good night, everybody.